Welcome to sports. I'm Simone Scott. While most of the people in the country are focusing their Final Four thoughts on the upcoming events in Indianapolis, we're keeping a close eye on New York City, where Roy and the boys will play in the NIT semifinals. Reporter Nick Keene joins us live in our satellite studio. Nick, what do we need to pay attention to tomorrow night against Rhode Island?
Simone, the Atlantic 10 Conference certainly doesn't receive the kind of national publicity the ACC does, so a lot of students on campus may not have paid much attention to Rhode Island.
Reporter Simone Scott joins us live in the studio. Simone, it seems that injuries have really been piling up the past couple seasons.
That's so right, Justin. In the past few years, we've seen way too much of this. It seems like every game, the Heels injury report grows longer and longer. The starters on this year's team has missed a total of 19 games so far this season, and there will be more to come. Ed Davis's injury is projected to take 6 weeks to heal. Reserve Travis Ware has missed 4 games with an ankle injury, while his twin brother David is now expected to be out the rest of the season with a torn labrum. One possible reason for the injuries is that the game is more physical. Players are bigger, faster, and stronger than ever. Even Coach Williams is surprised by the amount of injuries he's had this season. Coach said, "It's the most unsettled team I've ever had. Just the nagging injuries and taking people out of games. The last 3 years, we've had more injuries than any other 5 or 6 years I've ever had as a coach." Justin, even Bobby Fraser realizes the problem. He tweeted, "It must be the Jordan's shoes. I've never seen a team with so many ankle injuries."
Now, Simone, that's a great question, but correct me if I'm wrong. It seems that the team is having much more than just foot problems.
That's so right, Justin. We've had Tyler Zeller, Marcus Ginyard, Ed Davis is out with his wrist, while Tyler, Marcus, and Justin Watts all have ankle injuries. And then, like I said before, David Ware is supposed to be out the rest of the season with a hip problem. But one bright spot, Justin, we've had 6 scholarship players not miss a game yet due to injury. Knock on wood.
All right.
Finished to meet second behind Virginia. We all know that many UNC students keep a pretty hectic schedule. Meet one Tar Heel who's an expert at time management. James Gallagher is a senior economic and history major from Atlanta, Georgia. He's a community manager in Morrison Dorm and vice chair on the honor court. Oh, and one more thing.
I play varsity basketball here.
That's right. He's a member of UNC's varsity men's basketball team. Gallagher is one of the few players to make his way from the JV team up to the varsity squad, and he's loving every minute of it.
Just being a part of this program. I mean, playing here on dome floor every day for practice under the jerseys and the banners and everything, it's just very special.
Jared Haas is an assistant on the varsity team and also coached Gallagher on the JV team. He's had the opportunity to watch him grow from an inexperienced freshman to a mature senior.
He's almost invisible on the varsity team, which is the ultimate compliment because he's not doing things to mess things up. He's not doing things to hurt people, and he's been a great addition.
Even with his packed schedule, Gallagher wouldn't change anything about his senior year. His favorite part?
Just being around the guys, hanging out with them. Being coached by Coach Williams is awesome. He knows a lot more than I could ever even think to imagine.
When asked why he went to make the basketball team, Gallagher didn't quit some of his other activities. He said, "I'm only here in the dome 3 or 4 hours a day. That leaves plenty of time for everything else."
Well, I think all the different experiences have helped him grow or become a complete person.
So whether he's greeting people at Morrison or on the Dean Dome court, Gallagher always has a smile on his face, knowing he's living out his dreams. James and the rest of the team will go for UNC's 2,000th win Tuesday night against Miami. Good luck to them. Now, after a loss in the first round of the NCAA tournament, the women's basketball team is unfortunately done for the year. Tough task for the Heels, but they kept the game close through the first half. Watching UNC get the fast break going, Italy Lucas finishes with the basket. UNC trailed by 4 at halftime, and Coach Hatchell tried to rally his squad, but Gonzaga was on fire in the second half. The Zags' Tiffany Shirer knocks down a 3, and she was only getting started. Check this out. Just a minute later, she hits another 3, and that would be the dagger. UNC loses 82-76. The Diamond Heels are struggling a bit in conference play as well. In the first game on Friday against Florida State, Carolina got off to an early lead with a 2 RBI single by Jessie Wiersbicki. Later in the game, a wild throw would allow the Seminoles to score 2 runs. Florida State will go on the win 4-3. On Saturday, the Heels tied the series with a strong offensive showing. Here Wiersbicki scores in the bottom of the second. Later in the same inning, Jacob Stalling hits a 2 RBI triple. The Heels go on the win 10-4. In the final game on Sunday, the Heels took an early lead off a 3-run double by Dylan Hazlett. With bases loaded in the 6th inning, pitcher Greg Holt gets Florida State to the ground into a double play. But with the score tied at 3 in the ninth, Florida State scores 2 runs and wins 5-3, taking the series 2-1. Now don't look now, there's a new group of athletes on campus setting themselves up for a national title run. Friday against the Dartmouth Big Green, the Heels men's lacrosse team struggled with scoring early on. Dartmouth goalie Mike Novosel is having none of it. But check out number 20, Jenny Dunster, sprinting down the field and getting the goal. The Big Green would even it up, but Dartmouth catcher Josh Etzion comes in from the right of your screen and fires, tying the shot. But it was all UNC after that, with goal after goal after goal. They get the win 15-6 and remain undefeated for the season. So Chris, Lauren, lots of great sports things going on. We're excited to get into the spring seasons.
All right, thank you, Simone.
Thanks so much.